All right. Okay, live. That's it. Yo, what a freaking crazy game. Let me get my stats out real quick, so I don't look a total idiot when I'm talking. For everyone to show up, so we can talk about this crazy ass game, USA versus Panama. Can hear my baby outside crying. All right. See some people joining in. What up, guys? Thank you so much for coming. Let me just share this shit. Make sure everyone can see it. All right, let's go here. I'm just uploading this so everyone can come by and see. Okay, perfect. Yo, what's up, Joshua? Want to be the first to pause to Des at left back and Cannon at right back. Yes, that is a good combo there. That's what I thought. That's what I thought would work better. I mean, the first game with Anthony Robinson seemed okay. But I think Des at left back, Cannon and right back looked really good tonight. I mean, Cannon's work great, Des' work great. Crazy, we'll get to that in a second. The beginning part of this, just gonna wait a couple minutes, make sure everyone comes by. I know a lot of people wanted to come by to the stream. So before we get to that, I'm going to go through, like before I answer you guys' questions, stuff like that, I'm going to go through and talk about the game, the lineup, and what I thought about just my overall reaction, first of all. But first, let me pour my drink because that was a hell of a game. An absolute hell of a game. Chill, Drew, don't rub it in. What's up, Fly High 808? Guys, don't forget to share this anywhere you guys want to share. If you guys have any more soccer friends, come by and talk to your boy Drew and all you guys. That'd be great. Just pouring the drink. All right, what a freaking crazy game, guys. Look, USA 6, Panama 2. Absolute crazy game. This was a game where I thought that, just quick reactions, I thought it was going to be a simple 2-0 win, USA 2, Panama 0. But turns out that's not the way USA wanted to play. It's almost like I felt a little spoiled there, getting 6 goals after getting 0 goals against Wales. So that was good. But I think this was a really good performance. The first half was, I think, one of the best performances I've seen from the USA as of recently. The second half, it really was kind of it was like a little worrying there. You know, Panama scored another goal to pull one back. There was only 1 goal from tying it. It was scary there. I thought USA was going to bottle it and end up with a draw. I think that would have been very disappointing, especially given the first half we had. The kids played great. I mean, everybody played great. Gio, I can look at this lineup. I can't even say this guy's name. Giochini with a brace, his first and second goal ever for the USA. He almost got a hat trick, but he missed that penalty kick. That could have been a really nice hat trick. I think he deserved that hat trick, but he went the wrong way, bro. So this is how we lined up. Let's just talk about the lineup. Stefan in goal. I was surprised by that because I thought, Ethan Horvath deserved a chance to play some minutes at least. But I get it. Zach Stefan is the uncontested number 1 in Greg Berhalter's eyes and in my eyes. I think Stefan should be the number 1. Despite the 2 goals, I think both of them were not his fault because he's the best. Center back duo of Tim Ream and Matt Miazga. I guess Tim Ream correctly. I knew he was going to play center back this game. I just didn't know who his partner was going to be. I thought it was going to be Richards, but he went with Miazga instead. I think they, for the most part, they played okay. I think the duo of Miazga and Brooks last game against Wales was much better. But that's fine, whatever. Reggie Cannon and Des as the fullbacks. Cannon right back, Des left back. Awesome duo. I think that's awesome pairing. I think that's something Greg Berhalter is lucky enough to be able to play. If he wants to play Des at right back and put Anthony Robinson at left back, that'll probably work good too. He's got a lot of versatility there as the fullbacks, and I think that's something we definitely needed for a long time. In the 3 in midfield, we had Tyler Adams, McKinney, and Musa, the same 3 we had against Wales. I think that was also a surprise. I thought one of these guys would have been rested, but I'm glad that they all play because this is going to be our core midfield, and we need to see them more, and they need to play more together under Berhalter and for the team. The three atop, uh, Ulysses Yanez, Reina, and Gioacchini. I think all those almost every player on the field had a great game. I think Reina scoring his first goal for the national team, beautiful free kick. It almost felt like his goal in the beginning of the game was so long ago because by the end of the game there was so many goals, there was so much going on, there was so much nervousness from the USA. I thought like, damn, bro, like are they really gonna mess it up here? But Gioacchini, like I said, scored his first two goals for the USA. A nice brace in the first half. I think that whole like last 15, 20 minutes of the first half when they were just like scoring goals, they were absolutely killing it in terms of passing. Des was going up, making some good passes with McKennie. Who McKennie, I think, is look, I owe Weston McKennie an apology because I thought Weston McKennie was really a player who was a little overrated, but he's actually proven me wrong. He's a terrific, terrific player. He definitely deserves to be starting for Juventus and like literally almost any team in Europe. He is a gold gem that we are lucky to have him play alongside Tyler Adams. And Musa is looking like a really great player as well. Everyone in the attacking sense was so fast, first of all. We have lots of pace, which is great. We've needed pace for a long time now. We've got skill, technical ability. We've got good vision for the ball, good key passing. Just a vision to see some good passing lanes to make a good key pass for the striker. And what a difference it was to have an actual out-and-out striker as our center forward today this game. We had 4 goals from center forwards, Sebastian Soto at the end and Gioacchini in the beginning of the game. Real center forwards scoring real center forward goals. They were scoring goals that they just are trained and practiced to do. Like they have the instinct, that striker poacher instinct when they're in the box looking for some space or just throwing themselves to the ball. That's something that Sebastian Lletget lacked in the first game against Wales. But this game, we got some real strikers, and it made a whole lot of a difference. Yuli Yanez, also terrific player. Gio Reyna, he was controlling the whole freaking game the first half. He was pulling all the strings. Second half, like I said, we kind of fell off a bit. Our intensity kind of dropped, and Panama's increased by a lot. It was very worrying to see Panama really coming at us, really breaking up our style of play with the rhythm we had was kind of broken up. And I was worrying after they scored their second goal. I was like, dude, like first of all, they deserved that goal because they were pressing like crazy. They were very, very aggressive, by the way. And I'll get to that in a second. But I'm glad that the USA came back with 3 more goals and won the game 6-2. I think I'm glad Sebastian Soto got some playing time. I really wanted to see him play because I really want to cap tie him to the USA. I don't want him going to play for Chile or Mexico. He scored a brace here. He looked like a good striker to come off the bench or even to start the game. I think that I think he was good. Okay, I don't know what else to say. I'm speechless. But the one thing I want to say that I am worried about with this team, this group of players, is that I feel like they don't have a lot of aggressiveness. I mean, Panama's really bossing these kids around. Like they're like knocking them around. They were hitting like really being like some nasty tackles there and some like nasty like sportsmanship there, like in some aspects with Reggie Cannon, Sergino Des. They're really getting like, knocked around and stuff. But I didn't see the teammates going to retaliate. And if you get booked, whatever, at least you retaliate, stick up for your teammate. And I didn't see them really like fight back almost. Like if Panama was getting aggressive with them, I feel like they kind of just, got fouled and backed off. Like they didn't really get in their face and ask them what the hell you doing. Like I want some more intensity, some more aggressiveness. And I was really surprised to see that not happen from Matt Miazga. I know Matt Miazga is a little of a hothead, but he actually was pretty tame this game. But a lot of players, I think, I was watching them get tackled by the Panamanian players, and I was surprised they didn't get up and retaliate. That was very unusual for me, and just like it got me annoyed. Like, dude, like get up, get in this guy's face. He tackled you with a dirty tackle. Get in his face and tell him what's up. And his boys, your other teammates should back you up. But hopefully that with time and experience, that comes all with together because for the most part, this team was absolutely killing it today. I'm excited to see what else the future holds. And apparently we're going to maybe have a December international friendly for domestic players. So basically for like mostly all MLS players are going to be in that roster. And that's going to be exciting to see how these players from MLS are able to compete and compare to an all Europe based national team. So an all Europe team and then an all MLS team. It's crazy to see who's going to do better, or like just to see the difference in quality. But probably not by much to BH. All right, so let's take let me look at the chat here. I've been babbling for a long time. If you guys want to talk about stuff, please just write it down because it just brightens my day. ASMR. Was that ASMR from me pouring my drink? Probably. Erling Haaland on Twitter was congratulations, Gio. That's good. Erling Haaland and Gio Reyna are actually pretty close over there in Dortmund, which is good. Mike Johnson, Soda impressed for coming on late. Yes, I thought Sebastian Soda was going to come on, have a good couple touches, maybe a shot on goal, and maybe not score. But turns out he had other plans in mind. He was impressing. He very impressed me. 2 goals at the end of the game, and that last goal he scored, I didn't even think it went in. He hit it down, and it went in just barely past near post from the keeper. That was crazy. Sebastian Soda becomes the first player to score a brace in his debut for the U.S. men's national team since Peter Miller. Really? Oh yeah, his debut. I was gonna say Giochini scored a brace as well, but that wasn't his debut. His debut was against Wales. Good eye there, Joshua. Good eye. Christian Salas. That's typical of Panama. They've always had played dirty. I think the U.S. Euro players didn't want to risk a rougher game for this friendly. If it was a qualification game, I would expect them to rough back. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, Christian. Maybe they didn't want to have any more issues down the road later on in the game because a lot of these players are needed first team players for their teams, for their regular clubs on the weekend. So they don't want to be coming back injured or some shit like that. Richie and Sebastian is a good combo. Richie and Sebastian. Sebastian Lletget? Just kidding. Sebastian Lletget, he actually had a goal too, actually. I forgot. Both Sebastians got a goal. Good for Sebastian Lletget, but do we really care? Let me post my stuff here somewhere. Make sure everybody can see it. So tell me what you guys thought about the game. Who was your favorite person to watch this game? I want to know your thoughts if you guys have the same opinions as me. Okay. Just type this into Twitter. Cool. There we go. Dest was great. Yeah, Joshua, I love watching Dest play. He's like tricky on the ball. He's got some good skill moves. He's very full of confidence. And I like that. And I like that he's very versatile. He can play left back or right back. And I love that he likes to push up and make some chances going forward and create some space for the attackers. I think that's great. He's a very good addition to our national team. I think a great fullback is something we've lacked for a couple years now. I think we've got a good set with Cannon, Dest, and maybe even Anthony Robinson. Soto Reyna, yeah, Soto Reyna definitely were good today. Reyna can boss the whole game in the first half. Dest definitely plays with defenders like that. He's a trickster. Alex Prado, Chris Richards should go on loan to get more playing. Yeah, I think he should maybe go on loan. Definitely, he needs to be playing more. I'm surprised he didn't play enough in his last 2 games under Berhalter, which I'm really disappointed for. I think he's got a high ceiling, and I want to see him play more. For you guys joining in, what's up? Thank you so much for watching the stream. If you guys are not subscribers, subscribe, which for most part, I'm sure most of you guys are. And if you're here, don't forget to leave a like as well. That really helps out the stream and helps out the channel. Dest never fails to perform. Yeah, I think Dest almost always has a great game. He's got great confidence in him. That's what makes him really, really good. Reggie Cannon was pretty solid. Yeah, Reggie Cannon on the right side, I was curious to see how he was going to do compared to Dest, who played right against Wales. And I was like, let's see how Reggie Cannon does on the right. And he did terrific. He's pacey. He's got a big work rate. He's tough. He's good. I like him on the right and I like Dest on the left. Just have how I've been saying it for days now. Yo, what's up? Milo plays. Netherlands. Yeah. the Dutch really lost Dest. We got a big game there. You guys remember? Wasn't that like almost 2 years ago, where Sergino Dest was thinking about who to play for, the Dutch or for USA, and we won? Oh my god, that was crazy. Yeah, what's up, Christian Hernandez? A and B. Now that we got a better idea of what the team will be doing, will be like, you think you should go to the next camp? Like the menu. Wait, I gotta read that again. Now that we got a better idea of what the team will be like, do you think should go next camp? Do you mean like A and B? Do you mean like who I think should go into the main roster or the main camp? I think almost everybody on this roster today, especially in the starting 11, deserve to be in another call up, in another camp for like a tournament or like qualifiers, whatever it is. They deserve to be there. If we talk about MLS players, I can't give that away because I'm actually making a video this week about players from MLS who deserve to be in a Euro-based national team. Yeah, for USA. Let's see. That should play both left and right back. I agree. I think he could do both really well. And if we ever need to play with lots of width, then we can have him play. I agree. Sorry. Union Berlin was interested in Chris Richards earlier. Hey, anybody can get some playing time, that's fine with me. As long as Chris Richards doesn't turn into like a Matt Miazga or Cameron Carter-Vickers, where he's always loaned out every season, a new team loaned out, can't break in a game for his parent club. I watch your channel all the time, 100%. Yo, thanks, Days. Rob Dog 11, McKennie, the best player on the field for sure, bro. Yeah, what another great performance from Weston McKennie. Definitely another man of the match potential. I also think our fan base should be patient. In my opinion, these kids are really young and barely met each other. Yeah, that's true. I mean, we definitely need patience for this national team. We have to remember that we were just playing Panama. Panama's not the strongest team out there, especially in CONCACAF, especially in the world. But we did play good. I think it was a good learning experience for some of these kids to learn how to play together, learn how the other one works, or how they like to be fed the ball, how they run around the ball. Like it's good for them to practice with each other in a live game rather than just practice. But yeah, I think we definitely need more time to really like criticize them if they were to lose or tie a draw. Like I know when we tied the game against Wales, everybody was kind of bummed out, but it was the first time most of these guys even played for nationally, and the first time most of these guys even played together ever. So we need more patience because we don't want to like make all these guys into Freddie Adu's and like have them flop with so much pressure under them. What are my thoughts on Leggett? Leggett, I think he's a good like backup. I don't think he should be starting. Like if we have the full roster, even from MLS players, I don't think he would make my cut there. But he's definitely a player who's good holding midfielder. I think he's more like a bench player, coming off the bench kind of player like he did today. I think that's where I see him at in the national team. I was watching Mexico play, and they have the same some of the players unlike us. The same old players unlike us. Yeah, Christian, Mexico and USA. The next time they meet, which probably next year, that's going to be a really, really interesting game to see how these kids, like just how these guys like go against our biggest rival. And it's just going to be funny that like Mexico has like had our number for lots of years, like talking about like developing players and how their league is better or whatever like that, and how they're a better national team, which they were for a long time. You can't argue with that. It's always either us or them. But now it's time, I think, that we're going to take the mantle. We're going to be leading the way in CONCACAF. We're going to be the CONCACAF leaders because we've got the youth and talent developing. I feel like Mexico has some good talent there, but not as much as we do, and by a lot, okay? Yeah, Mexico needs more work. True. 2 starting center backs for World Cup. My two starting center backs for World Cup qualifying, Jonathan Brooks and Matt Miazga. Only because how they played against Wales, I think they were like in sync together. They were really good. I like the way they both play with each other. That sounds weird. You know what I mean? Like with the other one next to each other. And I think Miazga and Brooks is my starting center back duo. Some people might put like Richards in there, but Richards is still too inexperienced at a high level. Aaron Long maybe, but let's stick with the Euro people, right? But if I was Matt Doyle, I'd be like, yeah, let's pick Walker Zimmerman and Aaron Long as my center back duos. Matt Doyle's a MLS horror. Legit with that header though, yeah, legit with the header. I'm glad he got a goal because I know he was probably getting some criticism and some stick from not doing well against Wales, and now getting a goal is gonna shut those people up probably, but probably not. Jordan Wilbers for sure needs to go to Europe. Yes, if you guys didn't watch, I did make a video about 5 players who need to go leave MLS and go play in Europe, and Jordan Wilbers was, I think, my number 1 pick because he's my favorite MLS player, and he's doing really well. I think Jordan Wilbers, he could break into this European-based team. Like, he could be like a starter. He could be kind of off the bench. I think he deserves to be on the roster. Spoiler for the game, the video later this week. Evan Martinez, Mexico. McKennie and Musa got motors for legs. Mm-hmm. Yep. They have like a unlimited engine. We were 2 goals off a Bayern win. Yeah. Why gotta say it like that, Ivan, when I have my freaking Barca shirt on? You gotta bring back bad memories. A and B, Mexico have experience with each other and have multiple players in their primes. Like I said, our team is extremely young and don't have chemistry. Yeah, it's true. They do have good experience with their team. Our team is very unexperienced, especially at a high level and especially in a big game. This is they haven't played a big game yet, so we have to wait and see how they react in a big game. I think the best thing that we saw tonight is that we went down early. Like, we got scored on early. They scored the goal on us first because I wanted to see how these kids react. How are they going to react to being scored on early on in the game? Are they going to mess up their groove? Are they going to be deflated? But they were the opposite. They were actually more motivated to get back in the game and win it. And they won it by a lot. Man, my poor baby's crying. Yeah, I agree. Morris should try to go to Europe when the right opportunity is offered him. Yeah. I don't want Morris to go to Austria or Denmark. I want him to go to a more bigger league, like a Premier League or even the Bundesliga, La Liga, Italy, even France, a league like that. And he's got to be a start. He's got to be first team starter. Morris can't be playing on the bench. He's got to be starting his games in his new club. We're doing that. We're doing nationals other than the ones called in this. What do you think? Who do I think should be called up or considered by Berhalter? What do nationals other than... I actually don't know of any more dual nationals, TBH. I should know more, but I don't. Actually, I do know one. Ronaldo's son. I don't know if you guys saw, U.S. men's national team only Twitter posted Ronaldo's son scoring 35 goals in 15 games or something like that. Crazy numbers, just like his dad. Crazy numbers. And he was born in USA. So technically, he's able to play for the USA. But there's a 95% chance he'll play for Portugal when he gets bigger because his dad was a big Portugal, hero. And I doubt Ronaldo would make his son play for USA and not Portugal. This was predictable. How could the U.S. not win against Panama? True. But they were close to not winning, so we had every right to be nervous today. Panama was close to getting the 3rd goal as well. Yo, Daddy, your thought on the Galaxy moving forward with the team next season? They need a new some sort of squad haul. Chicharito is not cutting it. They need some motivation there. I feel ever since Zlatan left, they've been a little more deflated. But even with Zlatan, LA Galaxy wasn't really reaching heights they should have been reaching back when they had Landon Donovan and David Beckham in their team. But they definitely need an overhaul there. Not maybe in the squad, manager, I don't know, but something's going on there that is making this team go downhill. Akinola and Decay are dual nationals. I didn't know that. I thought they were just USA. But yeah, they should be called up. I think Berhalter actually did say he's very excited to work with Daryl DK. So, and Daryl DK has been killing it in MLS. Also alongside Akinola, but also Chris Mueller. That's another player who I think has been impressing not just me but Greg Berhalter, and that's the guy who matters. I believe Moore said he doesn't want to pursue Europe because he is comfortable in MLS. Yeah, I think Morris, as much as we all want him, especially me, want him to go and play outside of MLS. I don't think he's ever going to leave MLS. I know he had a chance back right after college when when he made his debut for the national team as a college student, and he had offers. I think from Tottenham Hotspur. I think he had an offer from, but he rejected it to stay home and play with Seattle Sounders. I think he is from Seattle anyway, so that was just his home club team, and now he's just comfortable there. And his parents bought him a dog, so he's not going to go anywhere. It would be nice though, but I think Jordan Morris is going to be an MLS player forever. There's a good dude national in the Arsenal Academy, but he plays for England's youth. But maybe we can persuade him to switch over. If he's good, definitely. Why not? We could use the depth. There's always injuries in the future. There's always like bad form. We can always have some nice players to dig into to play for the national team. That's been our youth team where I saw he debuted. I like Akinola. Akinola is definitely good. Most MLS team lacks on defense. Yeah, I don't see a lot of good, like worthy enough defenders from MLS who are American to play for that to start for the USA. Like Matt Miazga Brooks, my part of my main picks for World Cup qualifiers. They don't play with MLS. I would start them over Walker Zimmerman, over Aaron Long. Like I don't see any other center back there who really is deserving of a starting spot on the USA. Let's see. Akinola is Canadian eligible, so yeah, you're right. Akinola is Canadian eligible, and that's scary because I don't want him to play for Canada. That would suck for us. Hey, we also got Jeremy Awabise, like too, because he's actually killing it for Portland as well. He was killing it in the MLS's back tournament. I think he also is a player that's really good. I think USA is actually, I think it's not very underrated the amount of good strikers we have coming up through the ranks for the USA. Like let's think about it. Let's think about Europe. We have Sebastian Soto. Now we have Giacchini. We have what's that guy's name? Haji Wright. I know a little bit stretched there. We haven't seen him play much, but he's been killing it for his team. For MLS, we got Akinola, hopefully, Daryl DK. We've got Jeremy Awabise. Even Jordan Morris can play striker. We got a big chunk of good strikers who are still young that could play for the USA for a couple more years to come. For a lot more years to come, actually. The Galaxy is in overhaul. Hey, the Galaxy really got Luka Modric already? That's crazy. I think Luka Modric is going to be a good addition for the Galaxy. He's going to kill it in MLS. I think he's a little past his Ballon d'Or prime, which an award he didn't really deserve. But I still think he's got a couple more games in him to actually be outstanding in. Sorry. The best MLS defender, Mark McKenzie. How could I forget, bro? Yo, Josh, thanks for calling me out as a fake Philadelphia Union fan because I forgot my boy Mark McKenzie from my team, Philadelphia Union. Mark McKenzie is, yes, the best MLS defender. And he definitely deserves to be on the USA national team. Maybe not starting yet, but definitely pushing at Matt Miazga there to be the starter center back duo next to John Brooks. Because look, let's face it, John Brooks is the number one uncontested first choice center back we have on our team. It's all about who's going to play alongside him. And Mark McKenzie could be a good option there. I'm a fraud. Joshua, I'm a fraud. Milk Dam. How do you see LAFC doing against Cruz Azul in the CONCACAF Champions League? Oh, bro, it's been so long since I thought about the CONCACAF Champions League. I forgot it's even happening still. Or going to happen again soon. I think LAFC, the way they're playing, it's going to be close. All these like Mexican teams, like we talk a lot of shit and stuff, but they know how to play in tournaments. They are experiencing it. They know how to win. They know what to do to win. In LAFC, still very inexperienced in this type of tournament here to like CONCACAF tournament, but I don't know. I'm hoping for LAFC to go farther than a lot of MLS teams have gone recently. Balongon. I've never heard of Balongon. I got to look up Balongon then. From Arsenal. Eboba says, God, we should call up 3 strikers for our all MLS team. Eboba say Akinola and DK. Morris will be a left wing to make room for the 3 strikers, and Josie and Jazzy should be called. Yes, Josie, Altidore, and Yazi's artist should not be called up. Josie, because he's always freaking injured. Why waste a good striker spot for Josie Altidore, who's always injured or who's prone to being injured in any game? Yazi's artist, look, you can't take it away that he's actually not doing good in Columbus. He's actually killing it in MLS. He's like one of the top goal scorers, if not the top. I think he was the top goal scorer this year. I forget. I gotta fact check that. But I think he's had his chance with the national team. He hasn't really impressed me ever with the national team. It's always like not impressive to me. He's better at club level, and some players are like that. Some players are just better at club level than they are at national team level. And Zardes is one of those guys. But definitely those 3 right there, Elvise, Akinola, and DK, definitely the first 3 strikers I think about calling up if I was Greg Berhalter for an all MLS national team. I heard Celtic and other European teams wanted Mark McKenzie. Take him. It's gonna suck for my Philly boys, but this is what we do. We produce good talent. We send them abroad, like Brendan Aronson. What would your reaction be if a young superstar like Mbappe came to MLS? What the fuck? That would be, sorry. That would be my reaction right there. What the fuck? Can we just talk about how Mbappe would actually destroy this league? He would kill it. He'd be like 50 goals plus. It depends. Actually, it depends on the team he was playing with. He can't come in any single team and just win it. Like he needs to play on a good winning team. Like, he's got to go to an LAFC, like a Philadelphia Union, boys. One of the top teams he needs to play in to be like killing it. He can't go and play for Cincinnati. Like he can score goals. They're still gonna lose. They probably won't be able to give him the ball because their team is not as good as retaining the ball or feeding the ball to a good striker. But can you imagine, guys, having like a player, a young up and coming player with lots of potential, who's like a superstar, world class player, come to MLS and just play instead of coming when they're past 30, they're coming when they're like 23, 24 years old and they're killing it. I think that would be absolutely insane for the league. The league would just freaking explode. It would just implode in itself. I think it would become a whole new league. Like if players actually came here in their prime, like not like a player like Jovinko, who was like a crazy superstar here in MLS, but in Europe, when he first came to MLS, prior to that, he wasn't really anything good. He was a big flop for Juventus and Italy, but he came to MLS and he just lit it up and became a superstar here in America. But if a player comes not like that and they come like Mbappe with that kind of rep, dude, this league would fucking explode. Absolutely explode. That would open the door for more players to come here and play for the USA. All right, I lost track here. You guys are typing a lot. That's perfect. I like when I have to scroll to look at the most recent comment because that means you guys are talking a lot, which is good. A quick question, guys. Did you guys like this video yet? I know you. I see you right there. I know you didn't like that video right there. Don't forget to leave it a like. Okay, let's see. Where'd I go? I lost my spot. Liverpool will be setting up an academy in Michigan. That'll be a freaking bomb, bro. I'd rather see a USA beat a better team like that. Yeah. Yeah, we beat Panama, but we're expecting to beat Panama anyway, so we can't be going like too crazy. But still, it was the way we played was really good. That's what I'm excited about. Was the way these guys are playing and linking up together. That's what excited me. Not the 6-2 win over Panama, which is a result that I think we should have anyway. But the way we got the 6-2 result is what makes me excited. If Messi came to MLS, I would shit myself. What's USA's next game? USA's next game, I'm not sure. It might be this December, before the year's over, with an all MLS-based roster. But I'm not sure who they're going to play against. Oh, no, I think it was the Netherlands. I think they're playing against the Dutch. which would be cool to see. Well, Des won't be playing that game, but I was gonna say it would be cool to see Des play against a team he denied for the USA. We'd like to see Arnson get in a shot in the squad. Yeah, I don't know if Brandon Arnson will be called up for this because the season will be over, but he might because he'll still be MLS at that time. I think in January is when he's going to go to Salzburg. Center backs in both games played way too deep, creates huge gaps in midfield, and puts a lot of pressure on the six, whoever is playing it. Yeah, I agree. They did play deep, but I think that's just the way Greg Berhalter lines up his center backs. But in the first game, against Wales, I think Jonathan Brooks had great passing from the back. I think he is you can tell he's a world class, maybe not world class, but to us, he's a world class center back for us. Atlanta United, a good team. That a good team, Seattle Sounders. I don't know what that means, yo daddy. I think we have December camp, but it's MLS. But an actual FIFA date probably June because CONCACAF can't get their crap together. Yeah, CONCACAF. I hate CONCACAF sometimes. There's just everything's so backwards there. It's just it's just stupid. You think USA can beat Mexico now, or do you think they need more time experience? They need more experience first. I think if we were to play Mexico this weekend and Greg Berhalter had his full every player available, MLS or European-based players, a good chunk of that lineup would be MLS players because of the experience and because of the level of opponent you're going to face against. We need more experience, in my opinion. I think will be good. Yeah, definitely more experience. This is more like it. Unfortunately, Mexicans will say we would have scored. Yeah. That sounds like them. If you say you do play in December, who would you have them play? Oh yeah, women's national team is playing the Dutch. Thank you, Kyron. That I saw that this morning. I was like, wait, we're playing the Dutch. Oh my gosh! But it was the women's national team, not the men's. I know you guys aren't gonna watch that because my most ignored videos are on USA women topic. So I'm kind of like easing away from that for right now. The channel's growing, guys. I don't know if you guys are noticing, but the channel's growing. That's making me happy. I'm pumping up more videos. I'm finding some time. I'm kissing my baby. I'm like, all right, be right back. Dad's gonna go record a video. And it makes me excited to come here and talk to you guys about soccer and just USA stuff or MLS stuff. Like I love it. And the more you guys like the videos, the more you guys comment and watch them, it makes me excited to want to even make more and more and more. Like I got a couple videos in mind. I just need some time to sit down and do them. Like ranking all the MLS stadiums. That's a long video. The most frustrating 6-2 you've ever seen, Ryan. Is that true? Please tell me why. Tell us in the whole chat why it was your most frustrating 6-2 win. Because I thought it was good. The first half, bomb. Awesome. I love that we went down 1-0. For all you guys who haven't been here since the beginning, I went over the whole game. But real quick, what I liked about the game the most is that the way we responded to being 1-0 down early on in the game. I thought we were going to be deflated, but this team of young players really did the opposite. They were more motivated to go out and get the win, even more than before. It's like they lit a fire on their ass and like, yo, let's just get this. They're not going to score on us, motherfucker. We're going to go and score right now. Sorry for my language if you guys are like young. Drew, is Pulisic going to be a winger or attacking mid? I would rather have Pulisic left wing and Reina attacking mid when the rubber meets the road. I never heard that saying before. The rubber meets the road. I would rather have Pulisic as a winger, as a left winger, because he likes to cut in the middle, to cut inside a lot. And he does that for Chelsea, like when he's playing for Chelsea, when he's not injured. He does that, and he does it well. So I really hope that Greg Berhalter is able to put him in his natural position and then put Gio Reyna in his natural position as well. Even though Reyna was mostly in the middle this game, especially in the first half, he was bossing the whole game around. I'd have them play Costa Rica play again. It would be cool if there was a Mexico versus USA since they both in Austria. Oh man, yeah, you're right. They are both in Austria. That would have been cool. What are my thoughts on the Guatemala and Honduras game from yesterday? I did not watch it, and I didn't know they were playing. Sorry, but I'm guessing Honduras won. That's who I would have picked to win. Oops. Who do y'all think deserves a call up to the national team that hasn't made appearance yet or has been out of team for a while? Aaron Johansson, a player who deserves to be called up. I think he's killing it in his Swedish team. Haji Wright, like I said, he's called up like once or twice, but he's been doing good in Denmark. And you know what I would do? This is like another video topic, but I'm going to spoil it for you guys. I think Julian Green deserves another chance for us to see what he's capable of. I know like he came out of the woodwork and like was just like this new Adu. Like this is the new Freddie Adu. Like we're hyping him up. He's young, but right before the 2018 World Cup, this before Pulisic, by the way, but before the 2014 World Cup, not 18. We didn't make the 18 World Cup, but the 2014 World Cup we had Julian Green. For you guys who don't know, he was like Pulisic, but not as good. Like really not as good. But I think that he had some glimpses there. Like he did score against Belgium. He got our only goal against Belgium in the quarterfinals or whatever. So I think we cut him off too soon. I think he deserves to be looked at again and see what he can offer us now. He's so young. He's like 25, 26 years old. He's younger than me, so I know he's fucking young because I'm young. I think he deserves another chance, definitely. And it was crazy. Freddie Adu is actually playing again as well. He just got signed to I think like a Norwegian or Swedish team professionally in the first division. So if he plays good, I bet you just for the money, the marketing, they're gonna call him up again if he's killing it over there. In the second half, Ryan. Yeah, second half. We were getting bossed around. We were getting slapped for a little bit. Berhalter had a chance to play right down the middle. I'm confused as to why he chose not to play in there. Because he's Berhalter, bro. He doesn't know with his MLS tactics. You and 11 Yanks with P. Dowhit should do a video together. Yes, we actually talked about it. We just haven't gotten around to actually doing one. And his channel's on the rise too. Anyways, I don't blame him for like ignoring your boy Drew, but yeah, I understand. That would be cool. Literally took us the last 10 minutes to get 3 goals. Yeah, I agree. Oh shit, I lost my spot. A and B, do you think we should bring more South American-based players? Like I know Joe Sonora scored against Boca, and there's another guy playing in Brazil. I know there's another American player in Brazil. I just really can't think about it right now, but I've seen him posted on Twitter. And Joe Sonora, yeah, I saw that goal against Boca Juniors, the first American to score in that stadium, by the way. Yeah, I think we should definitely look into more players, in that region. I think Johnny Cardoso did pretty good in these last 2 games we've seen him. Luis Polanco, what are your thoughts on El Salvador versus USA in December? Oh, is that who we're playing? We're playing El Salvador? If that's the one for the all MLS roster, I'm excited. I think we should win this game. I think it's going to be a good test for our MLS-based players to show the European-based players, you guys play in Europe, but we play in MLS, and we can actually still compete for the national team. So I think that'd be a little cool rivalry there between our MLS players and our European-based players. I'm curious to see how it goes. Okay. Would you like it if MLS teams got to participate in the Champions League? Even why the hell would I want our teams to die over there in the Champions League? Not CONCACAF Champions League, like the actual Champions League in Europe? No, we would die. Terribly die. And Guatemala won 2-1 against Honduras. Damn, I was wrong. Johansson has had injury problems for a long time, right? I think he did have injury problems, but I think as of recently, he's been pretty good. Tom Barlow. I haven't followed him long. I haven't really heard of him. Yeah, Julian Green, man. He deserved another chance. USA sucks. Damn, bro, that sucks. Gio Espino. Get out of here, fool. Call up Caden Clark in December while we're at it. Buzio and Aronson. Yeah, I think Aronson's definitely going to get called up. Buzio, I think, as well. Caden Clark, probably given as well. I'm actually going to make a video of players I think should be called up for the December roster. Once it gets announced that we actually will play a game in December, then maybe I'll do it. Unless it is already announced, and I'm really behind. I want to see Tom Barlow in USA jersey. Ledesma and Perez. Ledesma, yes, did good. Who was my man of the match? Probably Weston McKinney or Giacchini or, yeah, one of those two players. Felipe was the name of the other Brazilian that I know of, unless it's someone else. We got to do some digging. We got to figure this out. Chris Fairburn. How much did I miss? A lot. 6 goals. It might be him, I don't remember, but I'm curious. I don't think El Salvador USA is confirmed, but it would be an interesting matchup. Will we play them in World Cup qualifiers? Yeah, I think we do play them. I gotta look at the bracket again. If it's not confirmed, that's good because that means I still have time to make my video before Greg Berhalter announces his roster and makes my video irrelevant. It's a class region for soccer as well. On the second goal, I was like, what? I haven't seen that kind of play with the USA. Yes, that was like some good movement there, some good passing, some good vision for the ball. Like that was some good stuff. Panama could not keep up with the way our kids were passing, bro. And that's why it was so weird after the second half started that all that kind of fast passing intensity we had kind of just like fell off. And like Panama were able to get back in the game and actually like get at us for like a long stretch of the second half. It was very worrying. Green is good. Yeah, I think I need to start watching more Julian Green games because I want to see the kind of player he's been developing into. Like, I need to see how he is. I think it's not fair to him that he's been like shunned out of nowhere. I want to try to get an interview with Julian Green. How awesome would that be, guys? I can have a Zoom meeting here with Julian Green and asking him your guys' question. I'm trying. I'm reaching out to like soccer players out there, like not like crazy pop like Josie Outdoor stuff, but like little under like what we say players like that. Like I'm reaching out to see if I can interview them here on the channel because I'm a fan. You guys are fans like me. I want to see and ask them questions that like we've been wanting to ask them. Like Julian Green, I want to ask him a lot of questions, like how he feels. Like, does he feel like he's shunned? Like, you feel like he was let go too early from the USA camps? I need to know these things. I'm gonna keep trying. And if you guys are following these guys on Instagram, make sure you guys send them my links so that I want to like, link up with them for an interview. I need the backup. Here. That'd be awesome. All right, let's see. I lost my spot. But both Mexico and USA have been calling South American-based players. Yeah, that's good. With all this exciting talent coming up, I haven't seen much about Paxton Pomykal in a while. Yeah, Paxton Pomykal, I'm surprised he hasn't really been popping around there in the talk of youth products for MLS for USA. I don't follow FC Dallas too closely, so I can't really talk about FC Dallas this season. But if you guys are FC Dallas fans out there, let me know how Paxton Pomykal has been developing at your team this season. I know Jesus Ferreira is still having a pretty okay season, or had an okay season. This season fucking over. Do you think it might be easier in away qualifiers if we potentially don't have to deal with rough crowds? Yeah, I think that's. I think it's good not to have like a crazy atmosphere, but then again, you need to have those sometimes to like get you toughened up and used to it. Like you can't just be scared of them. Look at all this freaking milk. I look like a freaking bum. Oh, this is what happens when you're a dad and you hold your baby. They just like start puking on you all the time. So all my shirts have puke on them. I lost my place. There's also Matt Gomovich, who plays for Independiente in Argentina. Wow, okay. I got to keep some tabs on him as well. What's my opinion on this lineup? Stefan, Dest, Miazga, Brooks, Robinson, Adams, McKinney, Reyna, Moore, Sargent, Pulisic. So we look, you playing like a 4-3-3, like attacking three, with Adams, McKinney as your holding midfielders and Reyna as your attacking midfielder, Morris and Pulisic as your wingers, and Sargent as your striker. I think that's good. I like that. I'm really bummed that we haven't seen Sargent play for the national team yet. Sorry. Just going to the bathroom. Just kidding. I had to pour my beer. I'm a craft beer whore. This is not good. Okay, Pamikov for sure. He'll be called in. I'm curious to see if Pamikov will be called in for the MLS-based roster. I'm curious to see. He wasn't on my list of players to be called up. And I can't give you my list of players because I'm going to put on a video this week. I can't. Sorry. Pamikov's injured. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I'd like to see Jordan Morris in Europe. Yeah, Alex 24. We talked about this earlier in the stream, maybe 20 minutes ago. Jordan Morris, I would love to see him in Europe, but he's going to be an MLSer for life. He's an MLS for just like he's stuck there forever. Ebobisse is another. Yeah, Ebobisse will definitely be in this roster. I guarantee you Ebobisse is going to be in Berhalter's MLS camp. Oh, wow, Pamiko had surgery? I didn't know that. Not sure why Green has stayed with G Firth for so long. I don't know why either. I think he can try to go to a team where he can branch out further. Like with that, in a league that gets more like media exposure, where he can be playing under like more like cameras and shit. People can like talk about him more. And interviews would be awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying for Julian Green. I'm trying. I'll probably look like that, like stalker or something, but I'm trying. I don't care. If an MLS prospect got a South America offer, like for teams like Grimo, Boca Juniors, River Plate, etc., should they go? Sorry. Yeah, they should go. River Plate and Boca Juniors would absolutely destroy like 99% of the MLS teams right now. I think they're really good. That's why I'm a fan of seeing MLS teams in the Copa Libertadores, but then again, the level of talent there and just like competitiveness is way higher up than the CONCACAF Champions League. You guys have to admit that. You can't tell me that a team like, let's say, LA Galaxy right now against Boca Juniors, they would get destroyed. The Galaxy would lose. A team even like Philly, my boys, the Union, they would struggle to win or even like do well against against Boca Juniors or River Plate. Players like teams like that. I don't think that was Panama's first team. Damn, AC Milan interest? It sucks, bro. Injuries are like the worst thing that could happen to our USA players right now, especially like Christian Pulisic. I'm very worried he's going to be injury prone like forever. That's going to just mess everything up. We've seen Sargent play Nations League. Yeah, we have. But didn't he barely play? I feel like Altidore Zarda started in one of those games. I'm trying to remember when that was. Wasn't that when he missed a penalty in Nations League? What's your favorite club team? Mine is MC. My favorite team in MLS, Philly, baby, the champions, soon to be MLS Cup champions. Bigs up to Soto. His chemistry with the team is evident. Lots of U20s from last year on the squad. Yeah, I think he's played with a couple of these guys already. Because Sebastian Soto was with the national team, I think, already for like the under 20, under 17. So he's played with a couple of these guys, through the years. Didn't know what about Qualifiers atmosphere is crazy. I went to Orlando on the last qualifier versus Panama, and it was definitely worth going to. Yeah, I need to go to USA game. Definitely, I haven't been to one yet. I'm a fraud. They never play close to me ever. Even not even like they haven't played in Philly in a long. Well, I think last year they played in Philly, but I couldn't go because I was working. I couldn't get off. I was out of like vacation hours. Werder Bremen is dumb for not letting Sarge go. Yeah, I mean everyone else let their players go to for national team games, except Werder Bremen, I think, or I think there was one other team. I don't remember, but I mean, I can't blame Werder Bremen for like not letting him go because if you look at the amount of players who got COVID since going to national teams, it's a lot of players. Luis Suarez just got positive for COVID. Mo Salah got positive for COVID. Like that's crazy, bro. FC Cincinnati's fan base is awesome. Hope the team keeps improving. Yeah, Cincinnati, while their team sucks, their fan base really good. And that Cincinnati fan base deserves a really good team. So eventually, I think the manager said like 5 years they'll be like a good team, or like 5 transfer windows or something like that. We need to win CONCACAF Champions League first. Yeah, we do. Yo, what's up, Abel? Are you playing FIFA 21 right? Yeah, I do play FIFA 21. I don't stream it on the channel anymore because not a lot of people watched it. I think if I'm going to open up a Twitch or like open up a gaming channel, then I would do it. But I actually don't have much time either because I barely have time to like I gotta make and plan time with my girlfriend to make these videos for you guys and like for the national team and for the MLS because having the baby and like I have 2 other kids like my step kids but they're basically my kids. It's just very busy. So I save all my YouTube stuff just for national team stuff and MLS stuff. And I'm always watching soccer upstairs. Not MLS, but Phoenix Rising. Phoenix Rising is good. That was a team I picked to, I think, should have been one of the teams who got a franchise in MLS. Phoenix Rising was robbed. Your favorite LA Galaxy? That's good. You must be like very upset with this last season you guys had. Good thing we have a lot of left wing talent outside of Pulisic. They were able to destroy Panama and dictate playoffs without him. That's true. Ledesma looked good. Conrad looked good. What's his good name? Yuli Yanez looked good as well. Who can play on the left? I think we have 3 right there. Under Pulisic, Yanez, Conrad, and Ledesma. 3 good left wingers right there. Nothing to be worried about. And we got Jordan Morris as well. I know he's an MLS dude, but I think he's pretty good still. Wait, what? Lander 484. The other day you watched an old Fulham career mode video I did a couple years back. He said he was gonna finish career mode. It only lasted 2 episodes. Yo, it's true because I was posting that. I was like, I got my green screen, I got my Elgato game capture. I can actually record from my PlayStation and put it up as my green screen. It looked so cool. I look like a FIFA YouTuber, get a lot of subscribers, and it just didn't work out. I was like, you know what? First of all, I'm not a big gamer. The only game I play is FIFA. Sometimes Pokemon, but mostly FIFA. Yeah, that's funny. I've had a couple career modes there, like FIFA experiments or like FIFA potential glitches. I'm like, yeah, I love that. It's so easy to make these things. I mean, they were easy. You just fucking play the game and talk about shit. But it was boring for me, and it was not getting viewed. And you guys didn't like it, and like most of you guys weren't even fucking here, probably when I was uploading them. But I don't think it's not worth my time. I rather talk about real shit and talk about real MLS games and USA stuff. Yo, thanks for that laugh though, bro. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah, I needed that today. Alex24, you said FIFA 21 ratings are irrelevant to real life soccer, but Jesus Christ, their current roster looks bad in FIFA. You mean our current roster? Yeah. Oh, right here. I see your other comment. Yeah. The potentials look bad too, but you can't really go off FIFA or FIFA stuff because That's just estimated. That's just guessing. You know, they don't know how the season's gonna go when they make these ratings yet. Yo, Leonard, you fucking cracked me up, bro. Chris Fairburn interviewed Dempsey. Yeah, that's a good one. Clint Dempsey. He's a cool dude too. Maybe he'll do it. But I'm a small YouTuber. It's like I have over 2,000 subscribers, which is thank you so much for 2,000 by the way. But it's still like not. I feel like a lot of these guys will not want to talk to someone with that low subscribers, which sucks. But who cares? I'm gonna keep trying. I would love to interview any USA soccer fan, any USA soccer player. I've struggled with hamstring injury for pickup plays for years. Only thing, medical away 6 months of not playing, no practicing, nothing for 6 months. Yeah, I'm glad Pulisic didn't actually play these two games. I think Greg Berhalter didn't make the right choice in not playing Pulisic because that could have made his injuries even worse or made it prolong even more. LAFC or Seattle? Karen, I actually did make a prediction video, and it's definitely going to be Seattle, baby. Just like last year. Kyron, Philly or Toronto or Columbus? Really, bro? Philly? Philly. Yeah, I think it's going to be Seattle and Philadelphia Union in the final for the MLS Cup. And then it can go either way. But I'm going to hope. I think if it's at home in Philly, Philly wins it. Telling you. In MLS, I root for LA Galaxy, while my team is Barcelona. Good job, Abel. I'm back. What up, Milo? Thanks for coming back. Kid Cowell and Jackson Ewell from San Jose going to Europe soon. Yep, I believe it. James Sands as well as being sought out from other European teams as well. Tom Barlow, I don't know much about him. I got to look into him because a lot of you guys have been talking about Tom Barlow. I need to check him out. You know what's crazy is that there's just so many up and coming USA players. It's so hard to keep track of everybody. I root for LA Galaxy. In Europe is Barcelona and Manchester United. Excellent Barcelona right there. Yvonne, how do you feel that USA is undefeated in Nations League? I feel good, but I feel like Nations League was like so long ago that it's almost like I forget everything that happened. I like Philly and Man City in Europe. Bro, St. Daisies, what up? Are you from PA? You could hook up over there in freaking the state in Subaru Park. I need a good Philly friend. Walter Gonzalez, I root for Man U too. From Abel, not me. I check out that vid. Yeah, bro, that'd be good. Don't forget to leave a like on it. Let me check it out. Philly finna get to the MLS Cup final and make it interesting for Seattle. Yeah, I think if Philly and Seattle get there, it's gonna be a very, very intense game, very good game. Seattle wanting to win the MLS Cup again, and then Philadelphia wanting to win another trophy in their first MLS Cup. So it's gonna be an intense game for both teams. Also, if you didn't already see it, if Danny T Radio's last video, he replied to a comment someone posted about doing a collab with you. Yes, I think he actually reached out to me. The last live stream we had, I did talk about it, like how I thought he ignored me or whatever, but he actually reached out to me and said he didn't because he's busy and stuff like that. And he it was just a misunderstanding. But he's a cool dude. He's just busy right now with like school and work. And after the new year, we're gonna link up and make a video together because I think that'd be good for both of us. And for you guys. And a lot of you guys have talked about it too. It's for the fans, bro. It's for the fans. Yeah, Alex 24. That'd be cool to see LAFC, the LA soccer team, win their trophy too, just like the Dodgers and the Lakers. Like, you're right. That'd be cool. Especially for Kobe. Who is your top 5 all-time U.S. men's national team players? All-time top 5? In any position? Landon Donovan, obviously number 1. I'm going to go with Clint Dempsey, Tim Howard, top 3. Oh my God. What the fuck? Yo, I just saw this fucking cat. Look at this cat right here. He's looking at me. Holy shit. I know I'm live, but you guys have to see this. I'm not crazy. Do you guys see him right there? Holy crap, he's looking at you guys. Yo, it scared the shit out of me. Yo. I don't have a cat. That cat just popped up. Sorry. Oh, what the fuck was I talking about? Yo. Yeah, Len Donovan, Clint Dempsey, Tim Howard, Alexi Lawless. Psych! No, Alexi Lawless is not one of my favorites. He's I have a love-hate relationship with Alexi Lawless. I feel like he said some stuff that's pretty stupid. And then he said some stuff that I'm like, all right, I agree with you. But for the most part, he's whack. Who's your favorite player? My favorite USA player? Currently, right now, Zach Steffen. But favorite soccer player of all time? I mean, ever? Messi. Drew, make sure you get your baby into soccer. She might be that you like. Yeah, she is definitely going to be the next Abby Wambach or the next Mia Hamm. She's gonna be freaking killing it for the USA team, the girl USA team. And then that's a game you guys have to watch. That's your boy Drew's kid. You guys have to watch that game. I'm happy MLS a feeder league for European clubs instead of a retirement. Yeah, that's a good point there, Mario. It's definitely better to have MLS be like a development league rather than a retirement league. At least we're actually making players who are making an impact over there in Europe rather than players who have like done and dusted coming here to play. That's fine. And eventually we'll be a big league in the world. Who knows? Yo, Alex, I swear that was a freaking cat. Oh man, once I post this video, you guys got to look back at it. That was crazy. This was at the 1 hour and 6 minute mark. That was 1 hour and 5 minute mark. It's crazy. It was a cat. I was going like this thinking, I see his big yellow ass eyes looking at me. If they would have started Soto against Wales, if they would have started Soto or Giacchini against Wales, we would have had some goals there. Guarantee you. My favorite player of all time is David Beckham. That's why I like the Galaxy and Inter Miami FC. All right, that makes sense. What time is it? Oh, shit. All right. We're over our hour mark. What the fuck? Every time I'm like, yeah, I'll be here for an hour, but it's always more past an hour. So last 2 minutes, guys, ask me anything you guys want. I don't care. Anything. Soccer stuff, anything. While I edit this stuff real quick. I think that was very exciting. I love doing live chats with you guys. That cat up picks didn't talk about Orlando. Yo, April. Yeah. So in closing, I want to grow the channel. Obviously, it's growing, and that's because of you guys. I just want to say thank you to all you guys who were on the stream. Thank you to you guys who watch my videos and leave likes and comment because that grows the channel for me. And the main goal of the channel is to help grow soccer in America. And I think we're all getting there slowly but surely. We're all getting there. And if we get it together, if we all get there together and do it together, it'll be good. And I really appreciate you guys sticking around. I know my channel has like, if you guys have been here for the last 2-3 years, you know my channel hasn't been like that consistent, but now it's getting consistent. Now we're actually getting the ball rolling. I thank you guys for being patient with me and actually still supporting me. It means a lot. So let me read these last ones and I'm out of here. I gotta go feed this baby. Would you ever upgrade to a higher U.S. soccer membership? Probably. Do you watch Alexi's State of the Union? Yeah, I do. I do watch them sometimes if they're like a good clickbaity title, but I watch them and I get annoyed. I'm like, oh, this guy's so fucking stupid. Like, and then sometimes I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. Like, I do watch some of them. Jonathan Walker, what impact do you think this will have for the guys who haven't broken into their club teams yet? I think if they scored in this game or they played well these last 2 games, I think they will get some more starts, hopefully, or some more playing time, which is definitely needed for a lot of these guys on this roster. What if Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver get out of the MLS and join the Canadian Premier League? I feel like the MLS would be better without Canadian teams. That's very controversial. But I think, yeah, if the Canadian Premier League takes Montreal, Toronto, and Vancouver, that'll be crazy. I think MLS will want to replace them with 3 more USL teams, probably. Hey, George, you gonna give me giveaways USA jersey or something like that? I don't know. You guys think I should? Yeah, I don't mind. I gotta think of something good as a giveaway, but maybe like when I have something to give away, you know. If you guys ever want to request video topics, I did open up a Patreon. You guys can do the Patreon, and then you guys obviously become Patreon members for the Drew Crew. Become part of the Starting 11 of the Drew Crew. You do the Patreon, and you guys can request videos, and I will make them 100% all the time. And I did like edit that recently, so you guys can check that out. I'll leave that down below in the description as well. Thanks, Chris Fairburn. It's good to have somebody care enough to do what you do. Yeah, I care. I care about the national team. I care about the USA. I care about the state of soccer in the country. I'm sick of watching soccer on my phone at work or in public, and just people make stupid ass comments like, "Oh, this is not a real sport. It's stupid games." Or look, they're always just like crying because they got hit. Like, I know the diving's annoying, but yeah, I'm sick of that lack of respect that soccer gets in America, and that's the part of the channel I want to grow. I want to like change people's minds. MLS would miss Toronto, Montreal. Yeah, they Canada has some exciting young talent too. Yes, they do. All right, fellas. All you guys watching, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for coming to the live stream, means a lot. I am going to be doing a couple more live streams for MLS playoffs, especially when Philadelphia Union plays. I got my TV here. I'm going to watch it with you guys, especially for, like, maybe for LAFC and Seattle Sounders. That'd be a good fun watch along as well. I just got to see my work schedule. I got to see like the baby schedule, and if it works out, I'm going to do it. So make sure you guys are subscribed. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, I appreciate you, Joseph. Thanks, Isaiah. If USA was in Euro 2020 to be played next summer, where could they realistically hope to reach? Probably around a 16 or quarterfinals. That's the last thing I'll answer today. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.